Woodsmonkey.
Welcome to Woodsmonkey. Today we'll be taking an in-depth look at the Canadian-made Woods Company industrial strength Prospector's canvas tent. This tent is 12 foot by 14 feet long, and we've got our hands full. To start with this in-depth review, we're going to first go over some tent terminology. We have these guy lines here used to keep this tent nice and taut. They have a tightening device here that has been traditionally called a bone because it's made out of either wood or bone. This here is plastic, and I would actually want something a little bit nicer if I was going to make this tent my own. It has polypropylene rope, and cotton has a better give when it's used with these bones. We have a drip line here. When you roll up the tent and put the tent flaps up, it's got these straps here that you can use on both sides to hold it up. And then we also have a ridge line up here. If you can see this up here, this is either a western, most western tents you see have the ridge line on the outside. We have this set up in the eastern style where the ridge is actually on the inside right now. Down here, there's a piece of cloth that actually is used to keep water from coming in on the inside. It's called a sod cloth. This happens to be made out of vinyl. We'll go ahead and open up the straps to the door, and I can show you some more features of this tent. Normally you want to have a simple, of course it has to do it on that knot right now, a simple loop knot so you can just open these up pretty easily. Go ahead and use this, and on the Woods Company's 12 by 14 Prospector tent, there are separate straps for both the mosquito net and the canvas tent flaps for the front. It also has another strap back here, which we'll utilize to open up the door. We have this polyester bug mosquito netting here, and this isn't a traditional tent. This is more of a combination of modern materials and traditional materials, being canvas and this mosquito bug repellent. You can see it just overlaps to keep your bug protection from the outside, and this is great especially for the southern areas and up in Alaska where you have massive large mosquito outbreaks once a year. What are you doing in there? Come inside. Here at Woodsmonkey, we take our reviews pretty seriously. We've had this tent up for at least 3 weeks, living in it night after night, evaluating the different features and how nice it feels. As you can see, we weren't really roughing it inside this massive tent. There are straps here which can be used on the ridge line to hold it up underneath it. We didn't really need them to utilize them, but you can do it just to keep the ridge nice on the middle side here. These are optional stainless steel tent poles that you can buy for both the outside. As you can see, there are 5 on this side and 5 retaining wall stainless steel poles on that side, 3 in the middle plus an extendable one. Now we'll go over why it'd be cool to use just wood ones in a little bit, and what the benefits and cost is for having either or. You can see there are some bugs in here. The cool part about having a open bottom tent, besides the fact that you can pee in it in the middle of the night and not worry, is that, well, I think it's a cool fact. Sometimes you'll get emergence of bugs that were in the grass, and they'll start to emerge and they'll carry on their life cycle inside your tent. So sometimes you'll have a whole bunch of one type of bug inside your tent. We just have a bunch of gnats in here right now. They kind of just flew in when I kept the door open, trying to air it out and clean this place up for all the ladies that were coming in later. So the pros and the cons of canvas we'll get into in a little bit, but the first part is you can see it's easily well lit in here, and there's tons of room. You need a lot of nylon to keep something this large waterproof. But we'll get back into the pros and cons of it in a little bit. Some of the features is you can see there's reinforced spots in every corner where the ridge line meets, and in the corners of each part of the canvas tent itself. Each one of these is double sewn over, so it has a nice tough feel to it, because this is where most of the tension is being put at. There's a middle ridge pole right here. It's actually optional. This can go. It's very nice to have inside it. You can put up a wall in between here and make this different walled sections. You can see where it unscrews here to actually extend or descend there. And I like this little type of wing nut because you can hang things such as your lantern on top of it. Having open flames inside a canvas tent is kind of a no-no, but inside this is pretty safe, especially if you use lamp oil, because when lamp oil falls down, not kerosene but lamp oil, wax paraffin, when it falls down it has to actually be in an aerosol form to ignite. So if it spills, it just smells really bad. It doesn't set your whole canvas tent on fire and you're stuck in your big canvas coffin. Anyway, this is a really nice mosquito net area out here. You can see that the storm flat's been put down, but I haven't secured it. We'll go ahead and roll that up, and you can get a cross breeze through here that's very, very nice. It breathes a lot easier than many other tents out on the market made of canvas.